Hi there. This video is for anyone who finds they tend to get stuck in rumination sometimes, or just stuck in your head, or maybe trying to force a solution or an answer. I am that today. I am Meg Foley. I work with 40 and 50 somethings moving through midlife upgrade. And my previous background really is in performance and resilience mastery. And even as someone in as a master coach, I still have waves where I get stuck in rumination and I try and force a solution. Like today, I have been in a place where my energy's been a little dipped and low. I've been a little bit run down, as us type A's tend to do, and trying to conquer the world and have all these hustles and things that I keep saying yes to. And every now and then I have a day like today where my body is telling me I need to rest, but my mind is telling me that I should keep going. And that little internal dichotomy sends me into rumination. And I'm trying to solve or fix when I'm just truthfully not at the right frequency to do it. I believe it was Einstein who said, you can't solve a problem at the same level that you created it. And even more, if you want to come up with the next big solution or idea, being at the frequency that's of your current existence really isn't the frequency to have that brilliant idea. So when you find yourself in a place of rumination, there's a couple strategies that you could do. One is actually very simple. It's simply getting out of your head and external and narrow. So a small task that you can focus on. So something like coloring, adult coloring books. I know they sound kind of strange and like a bizarre thing you might do as an adult, but it's honestly can be really highly engaging and beneficial to the brain. So it's something very small and very easy, doesn't take much effort for the brain. It's also very creative, which can help open the brain. So it's something to essentially distract your brain, take it out of where it's stuck currently, and move it to someplace external and narrow. Another thing might be just, sitting in nature and really tuning to nature, like Riley and I are doing right now, and just really absorbing myself in all the little details of the grass around me or the trees around me or even the cars driving by. Just keeping myself outside my brain to let that frequency raise and let that rumination pass. And you'll find when you do that, some space opens and you find a little bit more access to gratitude. So for me, that's usually the indicator that I'm ready to move beyond the little contracted wave that I'm in or the little anxious sensation trying to move through, and just sort of become an open channel and let the sensation pass. So the first step is to just get external and narrow if you're stuck internal, or external and broad, something external that can really pull your full attention, and just sort of let the thoughts fall away and reset. And when you've found you've been able to pause yourself and elevate your frequency, you can do that through really a gateway is gratitude, just being grateful for something, or connection, touch, chatting with a friend, something lighthearted, coloring, something light, easy, and playful to raise your frequency. And this just means lighten your mood, lighten the feeling, lighten the air, just lighten in some way. It might be something self-care related. Just take care of yourself and tune to your body. Because one of the things I know for myself and is common with when we get stuck in a certain way of thinking or a certain attention pattern, we're usually a little bit run down in some way, maybe fatigued, maybe undernourished, maybe overnourished. And we need to just tune to our body. So doing some self-care, giving yourself, if you're into baths, giving yourself a bath or a walk or a little massage of some sort, just to tune to your body and take care of it, maybe nourish or hydrate yourself. So when you're in this place, just let yourself be there. Just keep your frequency out of the thoughts and neutral. And the next step, raise your frequency. And again, that doesn't mean to force. If you find yourself forcing or pushing the river, and if you're not sure if you are, you can just ask yourself, You know, if I were to be trying to float on my back in the water, what would be a representation of that? Would I be able to do it successfully right now? Meaning, am I really balanced and relaxed and feeling light? Or am I still forcing in some way? Am I still tense in some way? Am I still trying too much? So if you have a little imagery representation, like I like to think of the floating on my back, you can have an indicator of when you really are ready to move forward. But most often when you're feeling this way and you run down, it's actually time to just take some space and just be in a restful, light-hearted, and maybe even playful place. So that's my strategy. It works really well. It's something that I've used with performers in many different realms. And it works for the everyday day walker, the everyday liver, the everyday woman, the everyday man. And we all could do a little bit more of it instead of trying so hard, so much throughout our day. So give this an attempt, give this a try, give this some use, and see what you notice if you find yourself in that place. And let me know. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and there's more to come.